Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome into St. John's College High School, the campus of the Cadets, and the site for today's WCAC baseball matchup here in the regular season between the good Counsel Falcons and the Cadets of St. John's College High School. I'm Connor Newcomb here with you for this one. We thank you so much for tuning in as this St. John's team looks to stay unbeaten on the season. They come in 7-0-1 on the year, but it's been a pretty good season for good Counsel as well. They haven't played as many games, but they are 3-1 through 4 contests so far this season. Two of the top teams in the WCAC here in the nation's capital facing off here at St. John's. And the starting pitcher for the St. John's Cadets today is one of the best arms on the staff and one of the leaders of this Cadets staff, and that is the senior right-hander Ethan Mishra, who takes the mound today, 6'4", 205 pounds, out of right here in Washington, D.C., and a commit to Virginia Commonwealth. He will head to VCU next season to play for the Rams, and he will make another start here in his senior season right here on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon in D.C. For Mishra, he will take on a pretty solid good Counsel lineup who he will face off against today. But for Mishra, he is coming off of what has been, a pretty good season. But the last time that we saw him here at St. John's, he got hit around a little bit against Gonzaga, allowing 3 runs over 4 1/3 innings of work. But today for Mishra, he will face this good Counsel lineup, starting with Liam Houghton, the first baseman, batting from the right side. Mishra will pitch out of the windup in the home white uniforms, and the first pitch swung on and missed, and we are off 4:32 p.m., our start time here in D.C. Liam Houghton, the first baseman for good Counsel, as he takes a strike, and the count quickly goes to 0-2. Now, Mishra's had some really, really good starts this season. He threw 4 scoreless against St. Mary's Riken back on May the 6th. As he gets a strikeout right there on 3 pitches. Houghton goes down looking for the first out of the day. Speaking of Mishra, he also had a scoreless start against Spalding back on April 28th. That was a wild game between this St. John's team and a team from the MIAA in Baltimore, as that pitch misses up high to the left fielder Giancarlo Rodriguez, who hits in the 2-hole for good Counsel. It was a 3-3 game in 11 innings that Mishra pitched in against Spalding. Spalding, one of the best teams in the MIAA, made it to their finals this week. 1-1 here to Rodriguez. Pitch from Mishra. Breaking ball fouled away as Rodriguez was out in front. And the count goes to 1-2. Giancarlo Rodriguez, 286 hitter on the season so far for good Counsel. He's got 4 RBIs on the year, no home runs, as he chops that one foul down the third baseline, and it remains at 1-2. For Rodriguez, 4 walks to 5 strikeouts for him this season. Good for a .400 on base percentage. 1-2. And he takes on the outside corner, called strike 3. That's back-to-back strikeouts for Mishra, and there are 2 away. The defense behind Ethan Mishra in this one for St. John's. Dom Vallis is in left field. D.M. Jefferson is in center. And Corey Hatcher plays right field for the Cadets as Nick DeLisi steps in for good counsel and takes a ball outside. In the infield, Quinn Allen plays third base. Jason Schiavone is at short. A.J. Martin plays second base, and Max Simpson is over at first. The 1-0 pitch taken for a strike, and the count evens at 1-1. The catcher today for St. John's is Casey Gibbs, and Braden Martin is the DH for SJC. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss way out in front of the breaking ball, and the count is 1-2 to Nick DeLisi. One of the best defensive catchers in the country who can also swing it as well. A commitment to East Carolina for DeLisi. 1-2 pitch in the dirt. That was a 50-footer there from the senior right-hander. And the count evens at 2-2. Mishra looking to strike out the side and put together a perfect first inning to start his day. 2-2. DeLisi pops it up, and it goes out of play. DeLisi, the junior ECU commit, we'll see him behind the dish in the bottom of the first inning, catching his starting pitcher today, Ben Keefe. 2-2 delivery. That's up high, and the count runs full. And DeLisi, he's got offensive strengths. That's why he is in this 3-hole, but it's exciting to watch him defend. Takes the 3-2 up high for ball 4. There's a 2-out base runner for the Falcons. It's a walk for DeLisi, and he gets himself on base here with 2 down in the inning after a couple of strikeouts started this game. For DeLisi, it is the 5th walk he has drawn this season, and he'll go out in favor of a courtesy runner here with 2 down as he'll go back into the dugout to get the catcher's gear on. And here comes Gates Griffin, the DH for good counsel. Another right-handed hitter for the Falcons in this one. And Griffin chops one over the mound. It's going to be a tough play. Incoming, and the throw to first is not in time. Schiavone couldn't get it over there. Griffin beats out the infield single, and there's the first hit of the day for good counsel. So after Mishra looked untouchable against the first 2 batters, a walk and a single, and Matt Best steps in with a big-time RBI chance here. Best, the right fielder, batting from the right side for good counsel. He's been swinging it well so far this season, and he takes up high for a ball. Best on the year, 9 for 20 at the plate. That is a .450 batting average for him coming into the day. And he has been a staple right here in the 5-hole. 1-0 for Mishra. Takes low, and it's 2-0. Best on the year, 7 singles, a double, a homer, and 5 RBIs for him. He's looking to add to that Ribby total right here with a chance, 2 on and 2 out. Set for Mishra, checks the runner, and now the 2-0 pitch. That was fouled back as Best took a healthy cut right there, trying to jump all over a 2-0 fastball, which he got, but he just got under it, was right on it timing-wise, though. He fouled it straight back.
2-1.
So the count now 2-1. As Mishra in a little bit of trouble here in inning number 1. The 2-1. That's a strike at the letters. Best thought it was a touch high. But the count evens at 2-2. Another fastball from Ethan Mishra.
2-2.
Mishra, the righty, can run up there at about 90 miles an hour on the fastball, which you saw right there. He's looking for the strikeout. The 2-2. The breaker is hit hard into right center field. That ball's got a whole lot of carry. That ball is over the head of Jefferson, and it's going to go to the wall. DeLisi is in. Here comes Griffin to score. It's a 2-run double for Matt Best, and the Falcons are on the board first. Good Counsel takes a 2-0 lead. Matt Best continuing to swing maybe the hottest bat in this Falcons lineup early in this season as he rips that ball to right center field. DM Jefferson gave it a look, but he just could not get there. And that was a shot off the bat of Best. He gets RBIs number 6 and 7 on the season. And it's a 2-0 lead for Good Counsel. So here comes Colby Patterson, the third baseman, another right-handed hitter, as he takes a breaking ball for strike one. That is a theme in this Good Counsel lineup. Mishra is going to get pretty much almost exclusively righty-righty matchups today. As now Patterson has an RBI chance of his own with Best out there at second and 2 down. And that one is hit the other way down the right field line. That one's got a little bit of carry, but it is foul and bounces out of play.
Baseballs.
That's a fair ball. That thing's maybe off the wall there, the short porch in right field. Definitely scores another run. But instead, just a long strike, and the count goes to 0-2. Mishra comes set, working against Patterson, the pitch. And he got him to swing and miss at a breaking ball. So Mishra strikes out the side in the first inning, but Good Counsel puts 2 on the board. A 2-run double from Matt Best makes it 2-0 Falcons, as the Cadets will come to bat when we come back. Bottom of the first inning here from the campus of St. John's College High School. Good Counsel jumping out in front early. A 2-run double in the top of the first inning from the right fielder Matt Best makes it a 2-0 lead for the visitors here as St. John's comes to the plate for the first time today. Casey Gibbs, the catcher, will lead it off for the Cadets here in the bottom of the first inning against Ben Keefe, the left-handed starter for Good Counsel, as he fires low and away for ball one. Keefe, the junior left-hander, 6'1", 160 pounds, out of Sandy Spring, Maryland. And he will try to work his way through this powerful St. John's order. The 1-0 pitch is ripped down the left field line, but that ball's foul into the stands as the count evens at 1-1. Scouting report on Ben Keefe, a junior and the ace of this Good Counsel staff who takes the mound today. Fastball sits pretty much 81 to 83 with a really good slider from the left side. As the 1-1 is a strike near the top of the zone and the count's 1-2. He's been kind of back and forth so far this year and last year as well. Have some really good games and some games where he maybe loses his command just a little bit. 1-2. That's fouled back as the count remains 1-2, but talking to Good Counsel head coach Tim Park earlier this week was saying that you could find out pretty early whether or not Keefe will have his good stuff, and so far he's been able to find the strike zone, obviously very early here
1-2.
against Gibbs, the leadoff hitter. 1-2. Popped it up, and that is going to float towards the dugout, over top and out of play as the count remains at 1-2. Keefe will also hit for himself in the Good Counsel lineup today, but does get the start as the Falcons ace. 1-2. Fastball high, Gibbs takes, and the count evens at 2-2.
2-2.
2-2 pitch. That one's hit the other way, foul, and we'll do it again with 2 strikes. Fifth start of the year here for Ben Keefe. He's gone 16 2/3 innings in his previous 4 starts. 2-2. Ripped foul again as that one coming over by the stands and took a bounce off a railing. This is a good battle here early in this one.
2-2.
16 2/3 innings, 18 hits allowed by Keefe. As that one's hit the other way, out towards right field, racing back on it and making a nice running catch is the star of the first inning so far, Matt Best. Had himself a 2-run double in the top half, makes a nice play in the bottom half to retire Casey Gibbs for the first out of the inning. DM Jefferson will hit now, the center fielder for St. John's, against Ben Keefe, who again has allowed 18 hits over 16 2/3 innings this year. 6 runs allowed on the season. He's struck out 16, but he has walked 11. That's been a little bit of an issue for him, as there's a fastball that just misses outside for ball 1. He has hit 1 batter on the year, has Keefe, and the ERA coming into the day 2.52 for the junior left-hander. 1-0 pitch is ripped the other way, and that is a foul ball, just inches foul, as Jefferson was looking for extra bases as the count evens at 1-1.
1-1. Play.
For Keefe this year, he's been able to limit damage, but the base runners have been a bit of a problem as he misses outside. Again, the whip
2-1.
all the way up at 1.74. That means he's averaging, allowing almost 2 base runners per inning, which is not sustainable if you want to keep that ERA down. 2-1. That's fouled off, and it's 2-2. And again, the walks have been the main issue there for the left-hander.
2-2. Play.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Jefferson late on the fastball as Keefe's got his first strikeout of the day, and there are 2 away. Now, this has been one thing that has eluded Ben Keefe so far this year, the 1-2-3 inning. Again, he came in with 16 2/3 innings of work, just 2 1-2-3 innings on the season for the lefty. And the first pitch swung on and missed as he blows it by Jason Schiavone, the shortstop, hitting on the 3-hole today. And the count's 0-1. So for Keefe to get more pitch efficient, he's going to need more of these 3 up, 3 down. He's looking for one right here. As that pitch is outside, count evens at 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 delivery. And that's inside, and it's 2-1. The defense behind Keefe today, it is Nick DeLisi, the talented catcher who is behind the plate for him. Here's the 2-1. That's low and inside, and it hit him. Got a piece of the foot there of Schiavone, and so once again, the 1-2-3 inning evades Keefe. Second batter he's hit this season, and a 2-out base runner here for the Cadets as Max Simpson will step in from the right side, the first baseman for SJC. That defense, though, in the infield behind Keefe, Colby Patterson playing third base, and the shortstop Max Whitman, who is being DH for today in the Good Counsel lineup. That one swung on and missed, and the count is 0-1. At second base is Mark Villanueva, and the first baseman is Liam Houghton. And the outfield for Good Counsel, Giancarlo Rodriguez plays left field. As the 0-1 is up high, throw down to first, and he's called safe. Looked like the ball beat him there, but Schiavone must have gotten the hand back in, as he is in there safely at first base. Rest of the outfield, Drew Durrington plays center for Good Counsel, and Matt Best is out there in right, as Gates Griffin is the DH today. 1-1. Popped up, and that's going to go out of play over top the SJC dugout. Excuse me, and the count goes to 1-2. Max Simpson at the plate, the senior first baseman. Big body, 6'4", 200 pounds, a Towson commit. Go play for the Tigers next year. Throw over to first, and Schiavone dives back in safely. Simpson's had a slew of multi-hit games this season. There's a reason why he continues to hit in the 4-hole. Another throw over to first. This one more of a lob toss as Schiavone back in once again. One-two. Popped up, and it hit off the screen and was caught over there at first base by, nice play, but that won't count as an out, as the count remains at 1-2. Both these teams have had a little bit of time off here. Neither has played in 8 days. Last game for each side was last Monday, May 17th. 1-2 again. Got him looking at a breaking ball. Called strike 3 for Ben Keefe, who gets 2 strikeouts in a scoreless first inning. We head to the top of the second with Good Counsel on top 2-0. Ethan Mishra back to the hill in inning number 2, a 2-0 lead for Good Counsel over St. John's. Connor Newcomb here with you for some WCAC high school baseball action in the D.C. area. As Good Counsel put up a nice first inning here on the road. And now ahead 2-0 is the leadoff man in inning number 2. That is the starting pitcher, Ben Keefe, who worked a scoreless first inning on the mound. Now he leads it off at the plate in inning number 2. He's ahead 3-0 now in the count. Bottom third of the order due up for Good Counsel, 7, 8, and 9. Keefe, Villanueva, and Durrington, as Keefe takes one on the inside corner, and it's 3-1 count. 3-1 coming. Keefe chops it foul up the first baseline, and the count goes full at 3-2. Now, we talked about the pitching stats for the junior left-hander, but also able to hit for himself. She hasn't done too much this year, as he takes down and in for ball 4, and he reaches on a leadoff walk. Second walk of the day for the senior righty, Ethan Mishra. And for Ben Keefe, he's able to reach base for just the second time this season. So come out for a courtesy runner. So here's Mark Villanueva, who will hit for the first time. Number 8 hitter in the good counsel order, playing second base today. As again, Keith came out for the courtesy runner and a throw over to first, and that runner himself dives back in safely. So Mishra with a leadoff walk here in the second inning after he allowed 2 runs in the first. Villanueva takes called strike 1. Mishra getting the signs from over at first. Ben Goforth is the courtesy runner for good counsel as he dives back into the bag safely on a pickoff throw. As that pitch is a called strike and the count's 0-2. Another throw over. Villanueva, limited playing time this year, 2 for 8 at the dish for good counsel coming in. He has 1 single and 1 double and has driven in a couple of runs on the season. That one swung on and missed, blew a fastball by him, and Mishra has his 4th strikeout. So the big right-hander has been pretty filthy when he's on so far in this one. All 4 of his outs have come via the strikeout. And here is Drew Durrington, the number 9 man, center fielder for the Falcons. Try and get himself on base here. .250 hitter on the year. As he swings and misses at a high fastball. 4 out of 16 at the dish for Durrington so far this season. 3 singles and a double, and does have 4 RBIs on the year. So he's been pretty efficient with the hits. Been able to drive in runs this season. Another throw over to first, and Goforth is back in there safely. Durrington, a senior on this pretty veteran good counsel team. I mean, you look up and down the lineup, it is all juniors and seniors in the starting lineup today for the Falcons. He swings and misses, and the count's 0-2. Durrington known much more for his defense, his speed on the base paths, but got to have him in the lineups. He does hit 9th for this good counsel team as he's behind 0-2. Mishra looking for a 5th strikeout, and he just missed outside as Durrington stays alive. .75 degrees, pretty clear skies here in D.C. today. Great day for baseball on a Tuesday afternoon. Another throw over is not in time. Good counsel looking to come on the road and take down what many believe to be the best team once again this year in the WCAC in the Cadets. The set. Here's the 1-2. Got him swinging way out in front of the breaking ball. 5 strikeouts now for Ethan Mishra. That's 5 strikeouts on 5 outs for the 6'4" right-hander. And after the leadoff walk, he struck out back-to-back batters. And Liam Houghton will step in back to the leadoff spot for good counsel. Struck out looking his first time. First pitch takes high for ball 1. Liam Houghton, a junior, who head coach Tim Park called basically the most consistent hitter on the team so far this season here in 2021, and that's why he's got him in that leadoff spot. He is now 12 for 28 at the plate this season. Had a really good start to his year. Trying to creep towards 500 with the batting average. Takes that one for a high strike at the letters, and the count evens at 1-1. Houghton on the year of the 12 hits. He's got 7 singles, 4 doubles, does have 1 home run. And he has driven in 5 runs on the year, now second best on the team. And he foul tips that into the mitt, and the count goes to 1-2. For Houghton, the strikeouts have not been much of an issue. Now 4 Ks to 3 walks on the season so far for him. Runner at first with 2 down. And the 1-2 pitch is a called strike, and that will end the inning. So it's a called strike 3, so Mishra, after the leadoff walk, strikes out the side again. He's got 6 Ks through 2 innings, but good Counsel leads 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. Quinn Allen will lead things off for St. John's in the bottom of the second. They trail good Counsel 2-0 in this one. As Allen takes one up and in and almost got plunked by that one. I think he just got his elbow out of the way. So it will be a 1-0 count. Now here is the 1-0, and he chops that one foul as the count evens. Quinn Allen, the third baseman for this St. John's team. And he swings and misses at the 1-1, counts 1-2. Junior lefty Ben Keefe back on the hill. He got 2 strikeouts, got a fly ball out, did hit a batter in that scoreless first inning for him. 1-2. Got him looking. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. 3 strikeouts for Ben Keefe. So far, it's obviously early in this one. But Keefe has been good. He has been out-dueling his much more hyped counterpart, Ethan Mishra. But that one goes to the backstop, and he's behind 2-0 here against Braden Martin. Another lefty-lefty matchup. The DH today for the Cadets. 2-0 pitch. That one is a high bouncer and awkwardly fielded by Houghton at first. He flips to the bag, and safe is the call. Braden Martin diving in head first, earns himself an infield single with 1 away in the second. First hit of the day for St. John's. Play looked a little awkward from the start as Houghton was way off the bag, the first baseman, to field that. And once he got out there, he had to have his pitcher Keefe cover the bag and just didn't get there in time. So now Keefe misses low for a ball to A.J. Martin, the Cadets' second baseman. Back to a right-handed batter here. One 1-0 pitch is a strike at the knees. And the count is even at 1-1. Keefe comes set, and he'll step off the bag here. So the first hit is an infield single and a hustle play there from Braden Martin, who beats it out. Now it is A.J. Martin at the dish, the junior second baseman, as there's a throw over to second. Native of Olney, Maryland, will step in and hit here. A.J. known more for his defense, but he's had some big offensive games so far this year for St. John's. Been a good on-base guy near the bottom of the order. Had a 3-hit game against St. Mary's Riken. So he takes a strike and it's 1-2. Had a couple RBIs against Bishop Ireton back on May 2nd. Count is 1-2 here as Keefe will come set. Runner goes, throws to first, and they got him if they make a good throw, and he's safe. They call him safe at second base. Somehow Braden Martin avoids the tag, and he swipes second with one away. Perfect pickoff move from Ben Keefe. Houghton caught it at first. He made a good throw to short, and Whitman just couldn't get the tag down in time as Martin avoided it, and he swipes second with one away. So Keefe did everything right, but they just couldn't get the out. And now a RBI chance for A.J. Martin, the 1-2. This is outside to even the count at 2-2. I mean, that ball beat the runner Martin to the bag, but he just got around the tag of Whitman. And there wasn't a lot of argument from the shortstop Whitman, so he must have known he missed him. 2-2. Got him swinging, tied him up in knots with a breaking ball. 4 strikeouts for Keefe, and there's 2 down. So we talk about Ethan Mishra on the other side, 6 outs, 6 strikeouts. How about Ben Keefe? 5 outs, 4 strikeouts for the left-hander. And here is Dom Vallis, the left fielder, hitting 8th in the Cadets order. First pitch fastball at the knees for a called strike 1. Vallis, the senior Towson commit. See if he'll play both ways at the next level. Left-handed pitcher as he rips one to center field, but right there had him played perfectly as Drew Durrington, and it's another 0 put up by Ben Keefe. We go to the 3rd, and the score is good. Counsel 2, and St. John's nothing.
I'll get yelled at if I don't do it. It always rolls downhill, you know? Hey, now, let's go start a kid.
To the top of the 3rd inning we go. Connor Newcomb with you here from St. John's College High School. Ethan Mishra back to the mound with his team trailing good Counsel 2-0. And he misses up high for ball 1, way up high to Giancarlo Rodriguez, who struck out looking his first time at the dish. Rodriguez, the junior left fielder for good Counsel, although he's been pretty much a utility guy here this season for the Falcons. as he's a natural shortstop, but he's moved around and played pretty much everywhere. As he takes up high, and he's ahead 3-0. Talked to Coach Park this week, who said, you know, Rodriguez was a shortstop as a freshman and as a sophomore as well, but he pops that one up on 3-0, had the green light. But, you know, they had Whitman this year as a senior who was just such a great defensive shortstop. They had to put him out there, but they had to keep Rodriguez's bat in the lineup. So he's played 6 different positions this year just to stay in the lineup as he swings and misses, and the count goes full at 3-2. So he is 0 for 1 with a strikeout today, trying to avoid that fate once again here. 3-2. Off the end of the bat, he was way out in front, just a little cue shot foul as Rodriguez stays alive. Rodriguez now 6 for 22 at the plate this season. 3-2. Just missed. And that, was the 2-2 pitch. So this will be the 3-2 pitch to Rodriguez. Full count delivery. Fouls it away to stay alive. So the 2-run double from Matt Best in the top of the first is the difference so far in this game. 2-0 lead for good Counsel against Ethan Mishra. 3-2. Popped up in the infield. Second baseman Martin is there, and he makes the catch for out number 1. So the first out that did not come via the strikeout for Ethan Mishra today. He had gotten outs from K's for the first 6 batters he retired. And now the pop-up as Nick DeLisi will step in, the catcher who walked and scored his first time. And he'll take a strike at the letters. So Mishra again is headed to VCU next season to play for a really good Rams program down in Richmond as the count 1-1 to DeLisi. VCU team that's right at the top of the Atlantic 10 Conference right now in Division I college baseball. Of course, their season winding down at the moment. The 1-1 is hit out on the front foot. Slow roller to shortstop. Schiavone up with it. He throws to first in time, and DeLisi tripped and fell on his way down to first base. That's why he didn't make it all the way down the line, and it was an easy out for Schiavone. 2 up and 2 down in the third. But speaking of Mishra, again, going to VCU as all the college baseball conference tournaments are this weekend at the D1 level, and then the NCAA tournament regionals start next weekend. There's a swing and a miss from Gates Griffin, who had a single and scored his last time. But VCU going into the A10 tournament as the number 1 seed in the conference and the favorite to get the automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. 0-1. There's a strike, and it's 0-2. And many think that even if VCU does not win the A10 tournament, that they have a good enough resume to get into the NCAA tournament as an at-large team. So Mishra joining a pretty good program next year. The 0-2 is swung on and missed. He gets Griffin with a breaking ball. First 1-2-3 inning of the day for Mishra comes in the third as he gets his 7th strikeout to end it. To the bottom of the third we go. Still 2-0 Falcons.
It's all that speed, man.
To the bottom of the third inning we go. The number 9 man for St. John's, Corey Hatcher, will lead it off, and he fouls off the first pitch from Ben Keefe, who has rolled along through 2 innings so far on the hill. As he has allowed a single, he has hit a batter, but he struck out 4, and now that ball's ripped out to left center, and that's going to split the gap. Durrington's going to cut it off before it gets to the wall, gets it in quickly, but it's a leadoff double for Corey Hatcher here in the third inning. First extra base hit of the day for St. John's, and he's trying to get the Cadets offense cooking here in inning number 3. Nice swing there by Hatcher, the junior out of Burtonsville, Maryland, and nice production right there to get out of your number 9 man. So now it'll go back to the top in Casey Gibbs. Gibbs hit a ball pretty hard, but flew out to right field his first time, as he faces Keefe once again. And he hits another fly ball. That one is pretty straightforward for Durrington in center. He makes the catch. Runner was halfway, and Hatcher goes back to second. And there's one away. A nice quick out for Ben Keefe there on one pitch. So DM Jefferson will step to the plate. 0 for 1, struck out swinging his first time. Congratulations to DM, who, of course, a Notre Dame commit. He will, speaking of good college baseball teams to head to right now, Notre Dame finished with the best record in the ACC here in 2021. They go into the ACC tournament, which starts today, as the number 1 seed. Not many people expected that, but Jefferson's going to join that program at the right time. So he'll take a breaking ball for a called strike 1. As the senior out of Bethesda will hit out of the 2 spot right here. Had a 3 for 3 in St. John's last game, last Monday the 17th. So he takes low and outside for a ball. That one got out of hand fast. They beat the Heights School 21-0 in that game. DM Jefferson was 3 for 3 with a triple and a couple RBIs, and he was one of 12 cadets to record at least 1 hit in the game. 1-1. Swing and a miss way out in front of the breaking ball as he chased. And the count's 1-2.
1-2.
Keefe keeping guys on their toes right here. Left-hander comes set. Here's the 1-2, and he takes outside to even the count. So Keefe with 4 Ks so far through 2 1/3. He'll try to put up another 0 here in inning number 3. Jefferson a tough out. He's coming up against the meat of the order once again here in the 3rd. 2-2. Little chopper off the plate up the first base line. Going to be a tough play. Keefe tries to sweep at it with his glove, and he's safe at first base. That was just kind of an awkward swing, put in the perfect spot from Jefferson. He'll get an infield single. That is the second infield single against Keefe today. Hatcher moves up to 3rd, and St. John's covers the corners here with 1 away as they get their top bat, Jason Schiavone, in there. He was hit by a pitch his first time. He has a chance to get the Cadets on the board. First pitch takes low for ball 1. Jefferson, of course, has a lot of speed, and he's coming out of left-handed batter's box. That helps him get down the line there. And really, Keefe's only option was to try and glove flip. It just didn't work out. Jefferson takes off, but he faked his go. Now he scampers back to first as the pitch misses inside for ball 2. It was almost a really nice play. All Keefe needed to do was get a little lift on that glove flip. Instead, it was just kind of, he tried to knock the ball on the ground over to his first baseman, Houghton. It didn't work. 2-0 is ripped. That ball's got a lot of carry out the center, and it's over the head of Durrington, the center fielder. That's going to roll to the deepest part of the ballpark. Hatcher in easily. Jefferson's in to score. Sliding into 3rd safely is Schiavone. It's a 2-run triple for Jason Schiavone, and he has tied this game at 2 in the bottom of the third. That ball was ripped out to center field. Good effort by Durrington in center, but it was just over his outstretched glove. And finally, a big swing here from St. John's in this one has tied the game, and now they are threatening to take the lead with a runner on third and one away. Infield in for good Counsel as that one's hit high in the air. Right center field, Durrington back, still going back, got him turned around, and it one-hops over the wall. It's going to be an RBI ground rule double for Max Simpson. And it's a 3-2 lead for St. John's. That ball just ate up Durrington in center field. I think the wind had something to do with it. But he had a serious chance to catch that baseball and just couldn't run it down. And that ball was hit so high that it took one hop off the turf and was still able to carry him up and over that giant wall out in right center for a ground rule double. And St. John's quickly has taken the lead. It's now 3-2. At pitch. Just missed for ball one. So Quinn Allen is the batter. He struck out looking his first time. And the pitch. That one is a chopper. Cut off by the shortstop Whitman. He throws on to first in time for out number 2. And Simpson moves up to third on the play. So 2 down here in the inning as St. John's has taken the lead with a 3 spot. Here is Braden Martin, who had an infield single and stole a bag his first time up. So he takes a fastball outside for ball 1. So finally, St. John's getting to Keefe here in the third. 4 hits against him in the inning, 3 extra base hits, and an infield single. That one is inside, and the count's 2-0. So we'll see if the junior lefty Ben Keefe can settle down here and keep it at a 3-2 game with that runner on third and 2 down. Of course, infield is back with the 2 outs. But third baseman Patterson is in front of the bag. That one's popped up foul, and Allen will come back to the dish.
2-1.
Quinn Allen, the senior ECU commit out of Germantown, Maryland, does damage on the mound and at the dish. As that one is ripped into center, there's another base hit. That'll score another run. Allen thinking about 2. Durrington up with it, but Allen trips around first base, and he'll have to go back into the bag, settle for an RBI single, but of course it does bring in the run. And for Braden Martin, that's an RBI single. And it makes it a 4-2 ball game. So for Braden Martin, he's got his second hit today. And St. John's has jumped all over the Falcons and their starter Ben Keefe here in inning number 3. 4 runs so far on 5 hits in the inning. And here is A.J. Martin, the 8th man to bat in the inning for St. John's. He's 0 for 1. He struck out swinging his first time. Runner fakes to go at first, and the pitch is outside for a ball. With Keefe struggling in the inning, still no action, no stirring, nothing at all in the good Counsel bullpen at the moment, so they're sticking with Keefe as he'll step off the mound. Keefe comes set, runner goes. Pitch is grounded towards short. It's in the hole, going to be a tough play, and Whitman won't even make a throw. Whitman was shaded over towards the bag, and third baseman Patterson didn't have a chance, and it'll be an infield single for A.J. Martin. So now here's Dom Vallis, first and second with 2 down, and now all 9 men have come to the plate for St. John's here in the third inning. They've scored 4 runs already, and they're looking to do more damage here with Vallis. So pop it up and add a play on the first base side. Vallis 0 for 1 with a fly out to center so far in this one. And another big hit could start to break this one open a little bit. Oh, 1. Hit high in the air. That's a mile high in the infield. Whitman, the shortstop, is under it, and he makes the catch to finally end the inning. But the St. John's offense explodes. 4 runs on 6 hits for the Cadets, and they lead it 4-2 as we head to the 4th. To the top of the 4th inning we go. Connor Newcomb with you here from St. John's College High School as the Cadets have taken the lead here in this one. 4 runs on 6 hits as they sent 9 men to the plate in the bottom of that 3rd inning and have now gone on top by a score of 4-2 as Ethan Mishra is back to the hill in the top of the 4th, and he fires a called strike 1 to Matt Best. Best, who had the 2-run double against Mishra in the top of the 1st to put his team up 2-0, now bats for the 2nd time today and takes a strike as the count goes to 0-2. So after St. John's explodes offensively in the 3rd, we'll see if Mishra can get a shutdown inning here in the 4th as he struck out Best on 3 pitches, drops the curveball in there, and it's strikeout number 8 for the senior right-hander. So after a little bit of a rough start for Mishra, he gave up 2 runs in the 1st. He walked the leadoff man in the 2nd. Since then, he has retired 7 in a row. And here is Colby Patterson, who takes a ball high. He struck out swinging to end the 1st inning, his first time at the dish. 1-0 pitch taken for a strike. Patterson, senior 3rd baseman for good Counsel. Also a pitcher for this good Counsel team. We could see him out of the bullpen today. So he chops that one foul off his foot, and the count goes 0-2. Excuse me, 1-2. Patterson, but a little bit of a struggle for him early in this season at the dish. Now 4 for 19 at the plate. 3 singles and a triple. Does have 5 RBIs, though. Takes the 1-2 up high, and the count evens. 5 strikeouts to 2 walks for him as he's hitting just over 200 here on the year. And he rips that one to short on 1 hop. Schiavone has it and throws on to first in plenty of time for the 2nd out of the inning. So 8 in a row retired by Mishra, and here comes his opposing pitcher, Ben Keefe, who just had a pretty rough 3rd inning after 2 scoreless. He gave up 4 in the 3rd, and now he'll come back to the plate where he walked his first time at the dish. And he takes a strike on the outside corner. Keefe, the last batter to reach against Ethan Mishra. It was a leadoff walk in the 2nd inning. He checks his swing, didn't matter on the 0-1. It's a strike. And the count's 0-2. Mishra really settling in right here after a tough first inning. 0-2 coming. Takes inside. And, that's a called strike 3. Don't think Gibbs might have thought so. Don't think Keefe thought so either, but it's the 9th strikeout from Mishra, and he's got a 1-2-3-4, 9 in a row retired by the big righty as his team leads at 4-2. To the bottom of the 4th we go, a 4-2 lead for St. John's College High School as they got 4 in the 3rd to take the lead, put up a 0 in the 4th, now right back to the dish as Corey Hatcher is going to lead it off once again here for St. John's, the right fielder who doubled to lead off the 3rd inning and later came around to score. See if he can get it started again in the 4th against Ben Keefe as he fouls the first pitch back for strike 1. Through 3 innings so far for Keefe, he has allowed the 4 runs now on 7 hits. He has struck out 4 and has not walked anyone. He has, however, hit a batter as the count goes to 1-1. 1-1 delivery. That's low and inside, and it's a 2-1 count. So Keefe goes right back out there after the rough inning. 4 runs on 6 hits against him in the 3rd. We'll see if he can battle back and find his way back into a groove. As that one's hit off the end of the bat, that's got some weird spin, and that is going to be an infield single. Don't think Villanueva played that ball as best as he could as he took a really long route to it. And it's another hit for Hatcher, who's now 2 for 2. Ball came off the end of the bat oddly, and Villanueva just took a huge route around the baseball instead of attacking it. And all of a sudden it became an infield single. As we're back to the top of the order again, it's Casey Gibbs who's 0 for 2, trying to get it on the hit parade as he fouls off the first pitch. One of 3 cadets who have yet to reach base today. Gibbs, Allen, and Vallis. He throws over to first, and Hatcher dives back in safely. Casey Gibbs, the batter, senior out of Olney, Maryland. Commitment to VCU. Throw over not in time. Of course, him and his starting pitcher today, the battery mates, Gibbs and Mishra, will both head to Richmond to play for the Rams next season. Gibbs squaring to bunt, pulls it back, and he takes a strike. So the count is 0-2. You don't always see your catcher hitting leadoff, but that's what you see here from the cadets. Is Gibbs a good table setter for Mark Gibbs' team? Again, still no action in the Good Counsel bullpen here down the 3rd baseline. So they're hanging with Keefe as long as possible. 0-2 pitch fouled off, little emergency hack there from Gibbs to stay alive.
Two.
0-2 0-2. No delivery. Throws over to first. Mentioned St. John's coming off of a 21-0 victory over the Heights last Monday. Good Counsel last played that same day. Played a lot closer of a game, but did get a big win back on the 17th. 0-2 is swung on and missed. Keefe got him with a breaking ball. It's his 5th strikeout, and he sets down Gibbs for the first out of the 4th. So the struggles for Casey Gibbs today continue. And here comes DM Jefferson as there's one away in the inning. Jefferson with a strikeout, a single, and a run scored so far today. He takes one in the dirt for a ball. It gets away from DeLisi back there, and Hatcher's going to move up on the wild pitch. So he gets himself into scoring position with one away. But speaking of Good Counsel, they got a big win last Monday as well. They beat DeMatha by a score of 6-3 in their last game to get to 3-1 in conference play. Here's the 1-0, squaring a bunt, pulls it back and takes ball. DM Jefferson had that odd-looking infield single his last time. Kind of rolled a ball up the first baseline in a no-man's land and beat out the little shovel flip with a glove from Keefe over to his first baseman. 2-0 is high, and the count goes to 3-0. Jason Schiavone, who had probably the biggest swing in this game so far, he waits on deck. 2-run triple back in the 3rd that tied the game. Keefe's 3-0, and that's a strike. It's 3-1. Got the fastball in there. That one's fouled away, and from 3-0, the count goes full at 3-2. This St. John's team still undefeated, 7-0-1 on the year. They've got a tie in 11 innings against Archbishop Spalding back in April. That is their only non-victory of the year. Here comes a payoff pitch. Up high, missed for ball 4, and that's the first walk of the day from the left-hander Ben Keefe. So he had hit a batter earlier in the game, now his first walk, and now he'll face Jason Schiavone in another really, really tough spot here. Schiavone was hit by a pitch in the first, then had the 2-run triple in the 3rd that tied the game, and later came in to score in that inning, and his run gave St. John's the lead. Both runners go, pitch is high, throw down to 3rd is a beauty, and he got him. There's the defense from DeLisi and the pop time that's gotten him his scholarship to East Carolina, and he guns down Hatcher at 3rd for the 2nd out of the inning. Jefferson does move up to 2nd on the back end of the double steal. And the count's 1-0 to Schiavone as he swings and misses at the breaking stuff, and the count's 1-1. So Keefe, who looked to be struggling again in the inning, that is a huge 2nd out for him. And now he'll try and find his way through this inning and put up a 0. As the bullpen, is starting to stir just a little bit for Good Counsel. The 1-1, that's ripped into left, and it's by the left fielder Rodriguez and into the corner. Jefferson around 3rd, he's scoring easily. Schiavone rounding 2nd, looking for another triple. Here comes the throw. It is not in time. 2nd triple of the day for Jason Schiavone. This one brings in 1 run, and it's now a 5-2 lead for St. John's. There was a couple of plays there from Rodriguez in left that cost his team. First was the route to the baseball. Looked like he had maybe a beat on that ball to catch that line drive for the final out, but instead it went over his head, and then he missed his cutoff man on the throw in. If he hits the cut there, they've got a chance to get Schiavone at 3rd as that pitch popped up from Max Simpson. They definitely would have had a chance, but it went over the first cutoff man into the arms of the number 2 cut, and his throw was not in time, and Schiavone now has 3 RBIs and 2 triples on the day. Here's Simpson. And he hits that one off the end of the bat. Little cue shot, and it's going to fall in for a base hit. And now it spins away from the right fielder. Throw comes into second, and he's in there safely. RBI double for Max Simpson. He's got back-to-back RBI doubles, and it's now 6-2 in favor of the Cadets. And now the bullpen does start to heat up for good Counsel. Looks like Steven Oneto, the junior right-hander, is throwing in the Falcons' pen. As the batter is Quinn Allen, and he foul tips that pitch into the mitt for strike one. So that looked like it was only going to go down as an RBI single for Max Simpson, but that ball had some wicked spin on it. And it took a right turn and bounced away from the right fielder Best and allowed Simpson into second and into scoring position. As the count's now 1-1 to Allen, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out to short. Again, he is still one of 3 St. John's players who has not reached base today. 1-1, fouls it off, and it's 1-2. So you got the lefty Allen at the plate. The lefty Martin is on deck, and then a right-hander and A.J. Martin in the hole. So you wouldn't think Keefe would be allowed to pitch to A.J. Martin at this point, but with back-to-back lefties, they keep him in the game for now. 1-2. Fouls it away to stay alive. As Allen's looking for his first hit of the day. Again, Simpson's in scoring position at second with 2 down. One, two, fouled away. Keefe trying to win this battle and keep it at a 6-2 game. 1-2 to Allen once again, and it's in the dirt. Evens the count at 2-2. It is Oneto really getting loose now in the good Counsel bullpen. He looks pretty close to ready to go. 2-2. Slow roller up the first baseline. It's going to be fielded by Houghton. He touches the bag, and that will end the inning. But St. John's adds 2 more, an RBI triple from Schiavone, RBI double from Simpson, and the Cadets now lead at 6-2 as we head to the 5th. On to the 5th we go. Ethan Mishra back to the hill for St. John's. His team has given him a fairly commanding 6-2 lead here in inning number 5 as he has started to mow down these good Counsel hitters. He's retired 9 in a row. He's got 9 strikeouts on the day. Has allowed the 2 runs on 2 hits and has walked 2. As he's got the count 1-1 to Mark Villanueva, who leads it off in the good Counsel fifth. 8, 9, and 1 due up in the order for the Falcons. Mishra out of the windup. Here's his 1-1. Good breaking ball, fouled away, and it's 1-2. Villanueva struck out swinging his first time at the dish. That was back in the second inning. And he was the first batter that started the 9 in a row, currently retired by Mishra. Here comes the 1-2. Got him looking. Called strike 3 on the fastball in the outer half. Make it 10 strikeouts for Mishra. So now to the bottom of the order in Drew Durrington, and this is where Mishra has kind of feasted today at the bottom of this order. As good Counsel they're a little weak at the bottom of the lineup as Durrington, who struck out his first time, takes outside for ball 1. They've got some guys who could swing the bats in the top 5, but their bottom 4, a lot of guys in there more so for defense than offense. 1-0 pitch. That's just outside again. Same spot, same call, and it's 2-0. Senior Durrington fouls that one back, took a big rip, and the count's now 2-1. Two-one pitch here from Mishra, up high, and it is 3-1. Not a guy he wants to walk in the number 9 batter. Again, Mishra walked 1 in the first. He walked the leadoff man in the second as well. Here comes the 3-1, and that one is ripped into right center, a base hit. Nicely done by Durrington, a 1-out single. Snaps the 10 in a row retired by Mishra, and a base runner here for the Falcons. So the 9-man gets himself a single and flips it back over to the top of the order. Liam Houghton is 0 for 2. He has struck out looking both times at the dish so far today. See if he can try to put the ball in play here. First pitch popped it foul, and it's 0-1. Backstop here at SJC. It's got some good height, and it's very close. It's a very shallow backstop. Not a lot of wild pitches really get away. And the other effect it gives you is on a lot of these foul balls, ones that at a normal backstop would kind of float over top and out of play, they give you a ricochet off the top of the backstop and kind of carry them back into play. 0-1. That one's ripped back foul, and it's 0-2. Houghton, the junior first baseman, trying to avoid a third strikeout today. 0-2. And he hits that ball high in the air to left field. Vallis started in, now drifts back a bit, and he makes the catch for the second out of the inning as Durrington retreats to first base. So 2 down now in the frame, and up steps Giancarlo Rodriguez. So he will hit for the third time today, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and an infield pop-up that went to the second baseman his last time up. Throw over to first, and Durrington dives back in safely. Mishra comes set. The pitch. Rodriguez hits it hard out to right field. Hatcher going back on it, but he's got it lined up, and he makes the catch in the gap to end the inning. So a 1-out single is all she wrote in the fifth for good Counsel, as the Cadets have a 6-2 lead as we are halfway home here from SJC. Bottom of the fifth inning here from SJC. Connor Newcomb with you for this one. We thank you so much for joining us. So we go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Our score, St. John's 6 and Good Counsel 2, as the Falcons have made a pitching change here in the fifth inning, as the right-hander Stephen Oneto will take over on the mound, donning the number 25 uniform, and he will come out of the bullpen in relief for the third time this year for the Falcons. He relieves the left-handed ace Ben Keefe, who got knocked around a bit today. Keefe started his day with 2 scoreless innings, but then gave up 4 in the third, 2 more in the fourth, and he is out of there as Oneto takes over and misses outside for a ball to Braden Martin, who leads it off for the Cadets in the fifth. Right-hander for Oneto out of the windup. A little bit of a three-quarter lower arm slot as the count is 1-1. Final line for Ben Keefe. He lasts 4 innings, allowing 6 runs on 10 hits. Struck out 5, walked 1 batter, and hit 1 batter as well. Oneto with the 1-1 pitch. That's low, and the count's 2-1. Again mentioned, third relief appearance of the year for Stephen Oneto. He's worked 2 2/3 innings so far this season out of the pen. As that pitch swung on and missed, and the count is 2-2. A bit of an awkward swing there from Martin.
2-2. Down.
So the count 2-2. The pitch. That one is hit hard to right center field, and it's down for a base hit. Durrington did a nice job to cut it off, and he will hold Martin to a single. They throw behind him at first, but he dives back in safely. And a leadoff hit for Braden Martin, welcoming Oneto to the game. For Stephen Oneto, that was just the second hit he has allowed this season in 2 2/3 innings of work, and he still has yet to allow an earned run coming into the day. He has struck out 5 batters and walked just 1 so far on the season. Been pretty good in his first 2 relief appearances, as he's recorded 8 outs on the year, and now he throws over, but Braden Martin back in safely, and A.J. Martin is the batter, who is 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. And that's a balk. Balk called on Oneto. He never came to a full stop when he came set and then delivered. And so Martin will head to second on the balk call. Pitch will not count. So a runner in scoring position now for Martin. Infield will creep in at the corners a bit, maybe expecting bunt. He does square, he pops it up, and it will land foul as the count's 0-1. So Houghton was coming way in at first, and Patterson was creeping in at third as well for Good Counsel. So there's currently a right-hander throwing in the St. John's bullpen. 0-1, he squares again, pulls back, and he takes a strike at the letters as the count goes to 0-2. Looks like Jason Schiavone, the starting shortstop, is warming in the bullpen. So him and Mishra are basically 1 and 1A as the pitchers on this St. John's staff. So we'll see if he enters the game in the top of the 6th. 0-2 pitch is popped up. First base side, it's in fair territory as Houghton makes the catch for the first out of the inning. So Martin was not able to get the bunt down, and he pops out, and there's 1 away in the 5th. So here is Dom Vallis with an 0 for 2. 2 fly ball outs, 1 to center field, and 1 a pop-up to short. That one is taken for a called strike one. Talking with head coach Tim Park this week, a good counsel. He said, Oneto, a guy who, doesn't have the biggest velocity or the best stuff, but he just attacks the strike zone at will. And that's really what he's done so far here in the fifth. As that one's fouled back and it's 0-2. And he told me, with this St. John's lineup, they've got a lot of power, but, they are a team that will take their walks and accumulate the base runners. So his plan, Park said, was to get as many strike-throwing guys in there as he could. And you notice with Keefe, yes, he gives up the 6 runs on 10 hits over 4 innings, but he only walked 1 batter in those 4 innings. As Oneto's 0-2 is outside, it's 1-2. Now you go to Oneto, who, is a big-time strike thrower and has only walked 1 batter all season. So they're going to force St. John's to beat them. It was working for good counsel through 2 innings, but then the Cadets kind of caught on. And again, they got 4 in the third and 2 more in the fourth. The 1-2 is up high, and now it's 2-2 to Vallis. So they turned it over to Oneto, see if he can stop the bleeding and get a 0 here in the 5th inning. Give his offense a chance. Again, it looks like we could see Jason Schiavone take over out of the bullpen for the Cadets in the top of the 6th. 2-2 in the dirt, and it's 3-2. Obviously, Schiavone is one of the pitchers in the starting rotation for St. John's. So theoretically, if things work out their way, they get the 5 from Mishra. They could get 4 from Schiavone, and he could just pitch out the rest of this game out of the bullpen. 3-2 pitch is rocked to left field. That ball's got a whole lot of carry down the line, and it is foul. Had home run distance, but it just hooked to the left of that foul pole. And it's just a loud strike, and it remains 3-2. Vallis just missing a 2-run homer. Instead, he'll get another 3-2 pitch here from Steven Oneto. Vallis kind of regrouping himself. He took off thinking that ball was gone. Oneto sets, and the 3-2 runner goes from second, little half swing, and it's a foul ball down the first base line as Vallis stays alive. Number 9 man Corey Hatcher has been swinging a big-time bat today, waits on deck. 6-2 game in the 5th, and they turn to second, and Martin back in there safely. 2 in the first for good counsel. They haven't scored since then. 4 in the third, 2 in the fourth for St. John's. So we said it's 6-2 here in the 5th. Connor Newcomb with you here from SJC. Thank you so much for tuning in for some WCAC baseball action here on a Tuesday afternoon. 3-2, runner goes again. Pitch is skied into shallow center field. The second baseman Villanueva out there. He throws back to second, and he got him. It's a double play, and the Falcons get out of the inning. So Martin wasn't able to recover after he took off on the pitch, and Vallis flies into the double play, and Oneto comes in relief and puts up a 0 in the 5th. We go to the 6th inning now with St. John's still leading by a score of 6-2. So it will be a new pitcher here in the top of the 6th inning for St. John's, but it was not Jason Schiavone who has entered the game. He stays at shortstop, and instead the junior left-hander J.T. Gibson will take over on the mound for the Cadets. Gibson, a 6'4", 200-pound left-hander out of La Plata, Maryland, and a Virginia Tech commit, as he'll head to Blacksburg in 2 years to play for John Sheff and the Hokies. And he will face 3, 4, and 5 in the good Counsel order here in the top of the 6th. First pitch from Gibson, big fastball, misses up high for ball 1. J.T. Gibson, a lot of velocity from the left side. He's got a big spin rate on his pitches, a fastball, curveball left-hander. And the 1-0 pitch is high as well, and it's now 2-0 to Nick DeLisi, the catcher who walked and scored in the first and then grounded out to short in the third. He's got an 0-for-1 day here for the Falcons. 2-0 pitch is low, and it's 3-0. So Schiavone was warming in between innings, but he's back at shortstop. As here's the 3-0 pitch, and that's a strike. Now there are 2 more right-handers who are loosening in the St. John's bullpen. So a lot of guys and a lot of options here for Mark Gibbs to go to. As here's the 3-1, and that's outside for ball 4. So a leadoff walk to Nick DeLisi. As Gibson struggles a bit with the control here as he enters the game in the 6th. And there'll be a courtesy runner for the catcher DeLisi. As good Counsel goes to the bench. And it looks like Kyle Butcher will be the pinch runner, or the courtesy runner, excuse me, number 23 in blue, heads out to first base. So here is Gates Griffin, singled and scored in the first, struck out in the third as Gibson on taking over from Mishra. And he throws over to first, close play, but Butcher's back in safely. So the day does end for the senior right-hander, the starting pitcher Ethan Mishra for St. John's. He works 5 innings, allowing 2 runs on 3 hits, struck out 10 and walked 2 on the day. Again, both of those runs came in the first inning against him on a Matt Best 2-run double. As a breaking ball is a low strike, and the count's 0-1. After that double by Best in the first, with 2 outs, Mishra only allowed 3 more base runners. He only allowed 1 more hit. There's a breaking ball, a high strike, and now it's 0-2. Gates Griffin, the DH in this one, senior Emory commit. So he'll play at the Division III level next year. The 0-2 pitch takes high, and it's 1-2. Griffin coming into the day, 6 out of 24, now 7 out of 26 at the dish this season, but all 7 of his hits have been singles. He does have 1 RBI on the year. As Butcher dives back in safely. He's also drawn 4 walks at the plate and has now struck out 8 times. 1-2. Takes low, and the count evens at 2-2. J.T. Gibson's got electric stuff from the left side, and that's why he is headed to Virginia Tech in a couple of years, but still has to rein in the command a little bit. 2-2. Outside, and the count goes full. So he had Griffin 0-2, but in danger of back-to-back walks to start the 6th inning. It's a big pitch here. You don't want to put 2 on for Best, who's on deck. 3-2. And he walked him, missed outside for ball 4. So after going 0-2, he misses with 4 in a row to Griffin. And back-to-back walks to start the inning for Gibson out of the bullpen. And time will be called, and that might be it for J.T. Gibson. The flame-throwing left-hander comes in, walks the first 2 batters he faces with a 6-2 lead here in the 6th inning. The righty Matt Best is waiting to hit. And a long conversation here on the mound, and there are guys ready, whether it's Schiavone at shortstop or the 2 righties who were throwing in the St. John's bullpen, but Gibson is going to stay in there. Now there is just 1 righty throwing in the pen, and he is getting hot quickly, and looks like he'll be the next arm to enter this ball game for St. John's. Looks like Michael Hipchen, the senior right-hander, is throwing out there. So Matt Best is the batter, first and second, nobody out. So he takes a strike on the outer half on the fastball, and it's 0-1. Best again had that 2-run double in the first, only runs for good counsel. He also struck out in the fourth. He's 1 for 2. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, blew a fastball by him, and it's 0-2. Now, Gibson got ahead of Griffin 0-2 before throwing 4 straight out of the zone. So we'll see if he can put Best away for the first out. Here's the pitch. He got him. Just fired the heat by him. And the first strikeout of the day for JT Gibson as Best goes down on strikes for the second time. So there is 1 away, and here is Colby Patterson, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out to short today. Gibson out of the set. His first pitch up high for ball 1. Patterson up. It's Keefe's spot on deck, although, of course, Oneto relieved him on the mound, and it does not look like Keefe will hit next. 1-0. That's low and outside, and now it's 2-0 to Patterson. So Gibson found that command against Best, and now a little errant again against next batter Patterson. Good counsel. They will gladly take their walks here in the inning if they can get them. That's what DeLisi and Griffin were able to do to start the frame. The 2-0 is on the outer half for a strike, and it's 2-1. And again, looks like Hipchen is all ready to go in the St. John's bullpen, and you would think if this is a walk to Patterson, that's probably it for Gibson. Two 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, blew a fastball by him, and it's 2-2. Gibson fighting to keep himself in the ball game here in the 6th. 2 on, 1 out, 6-2 St. John's in the top of the 6th inning. Again, this is a 9-inning game that they're playing here in the WCAC this year to get some more innings in. That pitch outside, and the count goes full at 3-2. Again, your normal high school baseball game is 7 innings, but with the shortened season because of the COVID-19 pandemic here, just makes sense. You play 9 innings, you get 2 extra innings of baseball every game, and it adds up to a couple extra full games by the end of the season. And he turns to second before delivering the payoff pitch. Get another big delivery here. See if Gibson can find the zone against Patterson. Big left-hander comes set. And the payoff. Swing and a miss. Got the fastball by Patterson. Back-to-back strikeouts for Gibson. And there's 2 away. So now with 2 down in the inning, we will see the new pitcher for good counsel come up to the plate, as Stephen Oneto, who took over on the mound, will also get a chance to hit for the first time today from the right side. The junior Oneto facing the junior Gibson, and he swings and misses at a high fastball. Count is 0-1. Oneto at the plate this season has had his struggles. He's just 2 for 14 at the dish, with a single, a double, and 1 RBI on the year. And he takes low. It's 1-1. Oneto has walked twice and struck out 4 times at the plate this season. So he's trying to get on it at the very least, maybe bring the tying run to the plate. Still a lot of baseball to play, though, here in the 6th. They got a 9-inning game here today. 1-1 outside, and it's 2-1. You see a lot of pitchers like Gibson who have this high velocity. Many of them come from the left side, but it's, lefties or righties have this high velocity. They got a good breaking ball, And if they can throw strikes, they're almost unhittable, but sometimes can just lose that command. 2-1 in the dirt, and it's 3-1. Now the runner's going to take off for third. Throw comes in there, and he's safe. Butcher, the courtesy runner, got his foot in there safely, and he goes second to third on the wild pitch. However, the runner, Gates Griffin, at first, he did not move up. So now runners on the corners with 2 down for good counsel. And a 3-1 count to Oneto. Gibson comes set. And the 3-1. Swing and a miss. Another cut at a high fastball. That was probably in the strike zone. Oneto let it rip, but the count's now full 3-2. So Gates Griffin will get a head start at first base on the pitch here. Gibson sets, and he steps off. We saw a couple of curveballs to Gates Griffin early in the inning, but it's been a pretty steady diet of fastballs from the hard-throwing lefty, and I wouldn't imagine it will be anything different here on 3-2. Here's the pitch, and it's up high for ball 4. Third walk of the inning for JT Gibson to go along with 2 strikeouts. And now the bases are loaded for the Falcons. So Mark Villanueva will be the hitter. So we're going to get another courtesy runner here for the pitcher, Oneto. That's once again Ben Goforth, who's going to come in and run it first. We've seen him courtesy run once already today earlier in the game. Came in and scored a run in the first inning after Nick DeLisi reached, and he ran for him. Here's Mark Villanueva, and he takes up high for ball 1. Bases loaded, 2 down. It's a 6-2 St. John's lead here in inning number 6. Villanueva representing the tying run here in the inning, although does not have a home run on the year. Good Counsel as a team, not a lot of power hitters, just 3 homers on the year. Gibson maybe planning to work out of the windup now here with the bases loaded and the 1-0 count as he's struggling with his command a bit. Runners at every base. Here's the 1-0 to Villanueva. He swings and misses, was behind the fastball, and the count's 1-1. Especially at the bottom of this good Counsel order, it basically looks like if Gibson's going to find the zone, he's going to get the strikeout. But they're going to be content to take their walks if he's going to continue to be errant with that fastball. See if we could go to the curveball at all here. And again, time is called. The junior lefty and Virginia Tech commit JT Gibson definitely laboring through this 6th inning, as he came in relief of Ethan Mishra, who allowed 2 runs over 5 innings and struck out 10. 1-1. He did go with the curveball, and he dropped it in there at the knees for strike 2. That is a gutsy pitch from the left-hander. He executed it to perfection. And now he is 1 strike away from somehow working out of this inning with a 0 on the board. 1-2 pitch. He got him. Blew the fastball by Villanueva. So 3 walks, but also 3 strikeouts in the inning for JT Gibson as he puts up a 0 in the 6th. We go to the bottom half with St. John's leading it 6-2. Foul ball starts the bottom of the sixth inning. Connor Newcomb with you here at St. John's College High School. The Cadets lead the Falcons 6-2 here in WCAC. High school baseball action in the nation's capital. And it is Stephen Oneto back to the hill for his second inning of relief for good Counsel. Came out of the bullpen and worked a scoreless fifth, and now he'll face Corey Hatcher. 9-1-2 due up for St. John's in the inning as he gets a strike in at the knees, and it is 0-2 to the right fielder Hatcher, who's 2 for 2 with a double, a single, and a run scored on the afternoon so far. He's had a nice day out of the 9-hole for St. John's. And the 0-2 is hit hard out to right center field, got some carry, and it's going to fall in for a hit. Durrington picks it up, throws it into second. Hatcher slides in safely, and he's got his second double of the day, 3-hit day for Corey Hatcher, and a leadoff double in the sixth. So Hatcher led off the third inning with a double, and that turned into a 4-run inning for the Cadets in which they took the lead against the starter Ben Keefe. We'll see if they can use the leadoff double here in the sixth from Hatcher, start another rally and really pull away in this one. Square to bunt, pulls it back, and takes ball one. Casey Gibbs is the batter. The switch-hitting catcher will bat from the left side for the first time today against the righty Oneto. He was 0 for 3 against the lefty Keefe from the right side. Squares the bunt, pulls back again, and takes ball two. Gibbs a fly out to right, a fly out to center, and a strikeout. 0 for 3 so far in this one. Again, there are 3 Cadets who are 0 for 3, and everybody else has made a pretty large impact. Been kind of an interesting offensive breakdown for St. John's today. The 2-0 is a strike, and it's 2-1. It's Vallis, Allen, and Gibbs, all a combined 0 for 9, and everybody else playing a pretty big role offensively. Oneto out of the set. Here is his 2-1. Still squaring as Gibbs, and he gets it down. Oneto, the pitcher, will field it. His throw to first is there in time. Successful sacrifice for Casey Gibbs as he moves Hatcher up to third base now with 1 away. So Gibbs won't go to 0 for 4. As he gets the sac bunt, it goes 1 to 4 on the putout as the second baseman Villanueva covered first as the first baseman Houghton went into crash on the bunt. And here's DM Jefferson with a runner at third, 1 away, and an RBI chance trying to extend this St. John's lead in the sixth. First pitch, he takes a ball. That pitch is a strike, and the count is 1-1. Jefferson today, a strikeout, a single, a walk, and 2 runs scored. He's 1 for 2. He takes outside. Good Counsel infield is in here with 1 away in the sixth, trailing 6-2. They're going to look to cut off that run, I should say, on an infield grounder. 2-1. That one is ripped right to the second baseman, caught by Villanueva, and that's the second out of the inning. He looked at third, but nice base running from Hatcher. He immediately froze on the liner and then retreated to the bag. So Jefferson lines out. There's 2 down in the inning, and here is Jason Schiavone with a chance for another ribby. He's got 3 of them on the day. Out of the windup now, first pitch is a strike on the inside corner, and it's 0-1. Schiavone was hit by a pitch in the first, then he had a 2-run triple and scored in the third, and then another RBI triple and again scored in the fourth. 0-1, takes it at the knees, and it's 0-2. Schiavone, the senior out of Laytonsville, Maryland, the James Madison commit. He'll go down to Harrisonburg, play for the Dukes next season. And the 0-2 up high, and it's 1-2. He can pitch pretty well. Looks like, it's leaning towards him probably playing shortstop, being a hitter at the next level, but he's got good stuff on the mound as well. 1-2. Got him swinging. Nice job by Oneto after allowing the leadoff double. St. John's does help him with the bunt, and he puts up another scoreless inning out of the bullpen. We go to the 7th with the Cadets on top 6-2. JT Gibson back to the mound in the 7th for St. John's as they hold a 6-2 lead over good Counsel. Connor Newcomb with you here for this one. Some WCAC baseball on a beautiful DC Tuesday afternoon here in late May. Gibson, who had a very eventful 6th inning in his first inning of relief but did not give up a run. He will face 9-1-2 in the good Counsel order. And his first pitch to Drew Durrington is a ball outside. Gibson went walk, strikeout, strikeout, walk, strikeout in that 6th inning. Walked 3, struck out 3, but did leave the bases loaded and put up a 0 as Durrington takes just high, and the count is 2-0. And once again, the command for Gibson a little shaky here in his 2nd inning of work. And now it's 3-0 to the number 9 man, Durrington, who is 1 for 2. He struck out in the 2nd, and then he singled in the 5th. And now the catcher Gibbs going to go out to have a chat with the junior left-hander. Gibbs a VCU commit, Gibson a Virginia Tech commit. The two of them will be playing their college baseball in Virginia in the next couple of years. And here's the 3-0. And he walked him on 4 pitches, nowhere close. And a leadoff 4-pitch walk to the number 9 man, Durrington, to start the 7th. So the leash has got to be pretty short here on JT Gibson. As again, Michael Hipchin, the right-hander who was warming back in the 6th, is throwing once again here in the 7th. And the first pitch is low for a ball to Liam Houghton. And that's 5 in a row out of the strike zone to start the 7th. Houghton 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a fly out to left. Should be in take mode, you'd think, and the throw over to first is nicely scooped out by Simpson to avoid a pickoff error. So we will see if Gibson can somehow work his way through a 2nd inning. 1-0, and it's 2-0. Breaking ball in the dirt, and it's 6 in a row out of the strike zone to start the inning. And if he walks Houghton, you have to think that the big lefty is going to come out of the ball game here. And that ball is grounded to short, could be 2. Schiavone flips to 2nd for 1, throw to first, can't be picked out as Durrington retired at 2nd, and Houghton safe at 1st on the 6-4 fielder's choice, and there's 1 away. So interesting there that Houghton was swinging away. 6 pitches in a row out of the strike zone from Gibson to start the inning, and Houghton still had the green light, still swung away at a, that pitch was not down the middle. That was a strike, but it was right around the knees. Not exactly the best pitch to hit. As now the first pitch to Rodriguez misses low for ball 1. And so, I mean, if there was a better throw from Martin at second, Houghton might have just gifted St. John's a double play. He's lucky that was kind of an errant throw and Simpson didn't pick it out. And it was only one out on the play. Really interesting decision by the first baseman for good counsel as that one is ripped down to third. This could be a double play. One hop to second for one, on to first, 5-4-3. And Gibson, despite only throwing 2 strikes in the inning, puts up 3 outs and puts up a 0 in the 7th. Time to stretch from SJC. It's a 6-2 St. John's lead. Bottom of the 7th inning here from the D.C. area. It is 6-2 St. John's over good counsel. Connor Newcomb with you here for this one. Stephen Onetto back to the hill for his 3rd inning of relief for good counsel, and he fires strike 1 into the cleanup batter, Max Simpson, the first baseman for the Cadets, who is 2 for 3 today with 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, a run scored, and a strikeout. And a swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2. Onetto has been great on the mound so far today for the Falcons. He has worked 2 scoreless innings in relief to really keep his team in this ballgame. Has kept it at a 6-2 scoreline since taking over for the starter, Ben Keefe. And the 0-2 is chopped to short, picked up by Whitman, throw to first in time, and there's 1 away in the inning. So really nicely done by Onetto so far out of this good counsel bullpen, and there has been no stirring at all in the pen since he took over, and he might be tasked with, even if they lose this game, with finishing this thing out with potentially 4 innings of relief as he pushes one past Quinn Allen for strike 1. Allen having a tough day at the plate, 0 for 3 with a strikeout and 2 groundouts, though this is his first time facing Onetto. So that one's up high for a ball. Only base runner against the right-hander was a leadoff double from Corey Hatcher in the 6th, but he worked around it to put up a 0. 1-1 pitch. That's popped up. Third base side. It's in fair territory. Don't know if third baseman sees it. Now Patterson sees it, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. So 1 time through the order for Onetto, and he allowed 2 hits and 0 runs. So here's Braden Martin, who singled off of Onetto, the first batter he faced in the 5th inning, and then was doubled off to end the frame on a fly ball that he was trying to steal second to third and couldn't get back to the bag. And the count is 1-0 to Martin, who is 3 for 3 with 3 singles and an RBI today. He's trying to make it a Wendy's 4 for 4 as he gets ahead 2-0. 2-0 delivery. Martin takes just a touch high, and it's 3-0. Onetto has yet to walk a batter, but he's in danger right here.
3-0.
3-0 pitch, and that's at the knees for a called strike one. Kind of a crazy top of the seventh as Good Counsel did not score against J.T. Gibson, and game remained at 6-2. There were just 2 strikes in the inning. There's a strike, and it's 3-2. I don't know if I've ever seen that. It's hard to do. Throwing just 2 pitches inside the strike zone through a scoreless inning.
3-2.
It's hard to do, but Gibson was able to do it, and he's now worked 2 scoreless in relief for St. John's. Getting through the first 6 balls, then got a ground out, and then 2 more balls, then a double play. That one is ripped into left field. There's a base hit for Braden Martin, and he is 4 for 4 with 4 singles on the day. So he gets a 2-out knock against Oneto. As now that'll bring A.J. Martin to the plate, who is 1 for 3 with a single, a strikeout, and an infield pop-up. But, really interesting that, Good Counsel just didn't wait out Gibson. He walked the first batter on 4 pitches, then he went 2-0 to Houghton, and Houghton swung away on a 2-0 pitch that was probably a strike, but it was not center cut. It was a pitch right around the knees. He grounded it to shortstop. They got the force at second. He was lucky they didn't turn the double play. And then, his first pitch to the next batter, Rodriguez, was low for a ball. And then he swung on 1-0 and grounded into a 5-4-3. Ended up being a double play to end the inning. So Gibson, didn't get any called strikes or whiffs or foul balls. He threw 2 pitches that would be considered strikes. They were both put in play, and they both resulted in outs. That was the inning. Seemed like Good Counsel was just a little impatient at the plate. They were pretty patient against Gibson in the 6th. Drew the 3 walks, just struck out 3 times and left the bases loaded, but a little too impatient in the 7th. As that one's fouled back, and the count's 0-1 to A.J. Martin. We'll see if that comes back to bite him, because looks like if they would have just waited out Gibson a little longer in that 7th, he probably would have walked the second batter of the inning and may have gotten him out of the ball game and get a little deeper into the bullpen. So throw over to first there, but Good Counsel now with only 6 outs to work with. Again, it is a 9-inning game. That's why we're still playing here in the bottom of the 7th, and a 6-2 St. John's lead. Runner fakes a go, pitches a strike, and it's 0-2. Remember, Good Counsel got 2 in the first on the 2-run double from Matt Best. That's their only scoring. St. John's had the big 4-run third. They added 2 in the 4th, and that's where we stand at 6-2. 0-2 pitch, runner goes. It's a ground ball. It's hit to short. Whitman charges, Fields throws on to first in time. 3 scoreless innings in relief so far for Steven Oneto. What a job by the junior righty to keep Good Counsel in this game. But they still trail by 4 as we head to the 8th. To the top of the 8th inning we go. St. John's 6 outs away from a victory here over Good Counsel. And they've gone to the bullpen once again here in this one. They will turn things over to the senior righty, Michael Hipchin, on the hill. And his first pitch is high for a ball. And the count's 1-0. Hipchin, a 5'10", 185-pound senior right-hander out of Silver Spring, Maryland, a Wilson College commit. So he will play next year the Division III level up in Pennsylvania. He takes over for J.T. Gibson, who had one of the odder appearances of 2 scoreless innings you'll see out of the bullpen. That one's low, and it's 2-1 here to Nick DeLisi, the catcher, who's 0 for 1 with 2 walks, a ground out, and a run scored. Gibson's final line for the junior lefty: 2 innings, no runs, no hits, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. And now it's 3-1 to DeLisi. So Gibson was greatly helped out by a little bit of free swinging in the 7th by good Counsel. That one hit into left field. That's going to split the gap for DeLisi. He's around first, headed for second. Here's the throw from Vallis, and it's not in time. DeLisi goes in head first with a leadoff double here in the 8th. Good Counsel tries to mount a rally here in this one. So just the 4th hit of the ball game for the Falcons, as he will be pulled for a courtesy runner. It will once again be Kyle Butcher, who comes in to run at second base. And here is Gates Griffin. A single, a walk, a strikeout, and a run scored. He's 1 for 2 today. Pitch from Hipchin is a strike, and it's 0-1. One pitch, and misses outside, and it's 1-1. We saw Hipchin here a couple weeks ago against Gonzaga, allowed a run on 2 hits over 2/3 of an inning in relief. Now his 1-1 is a breaking ball that catches the top of the zone, and it's 1-2. Question is, can good Counsel mount a rally? Oneto's given them all they could ask out of the bullpen. 3 scoreless so far, but they haven't been able to add any runs. As there's a swing and a miss, and Hipchin gets the strikeout of Griffin. So 1 away in the inning, and here is Matt Best. Again, the guy who has driven in the only runs today for good Counsel. A 2 RBI double in the first with 2 outs, made it 2-0. He has struck out twice since then. And he takes outside for ball 1. Best, the senior, committed to Patrick Henry Community College. That is a junior college in Virginia. Go and play for 2 years and see if he tries to transfer up a level after those 2 seasons. 1-0. Swings and misses. It's 1-1. You'll see a lot of players on the rosters of some of those D1 schools in Virginia, like James Madison, George Mason, William and Mary. Patrick Henry is a pretty good JUCO program, and they do recruit a lot of guys from that program. So it's almost turned into kind of a feeder system for the kind of mid-major Virginia Division I schools, as Best now behind 1 and 2. So we'll see if he can fit into that mold once he gets to the college level next year. Talking to Coach Park this week, he said Best has had a lot of clutch hits this year. He really, did have the big, maybe not, you wouldn't say a clutch hit because it came in the first inning, but he's had the only big hit of the day for good Counsel as he takes up and in, almost got hit. And the count's 2-2.
Two.
2-2 pitch. He swings and misses on a pitch in the dirt. It's scooped out by Gibbs. He'll throw down to first in time. And that is the second out of the inning. So 2 down now as Hipshin has struck out back-to-back batters. And here comes Colby Patterson. Patterson 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a ground out to short in this one as he'll face Hipshin for the first time. And that one gets away to the backstop. And up to third goes the courtesy runner Butcher on the wild pitch. So a run now just 90 feet away for good Counsel, but there are 2 down as they'll try and score for the first time since the first inning and try and cut back into this 6-2 advantage for St. John's. 1-0. That one is bounced to third. Allen backs up on it, has it. His throw to first is there in time. And a scoreless 8th for Michael Hipchin. We go to the bottom half. St. John's one more chance to add on to the lead and their 6-2 advantage.
Put a couple up here, boys. Put a couple up.
The speed, baby.
You like that?
That's the speed tape.
I know.
Just have to that's the speed tape. Yep. Yep.
We got it full.
Oh, man, it was like picture perfect. Yeah. I was having nightmares as soon as I stepped right there. It was the exact opposite.
Good five.
It was a great hit, too.
We're good, we're good, we're good. Very close.
Dom Vallis leads things off in the bottom of the 8th for St. John's. One more chance to tack on to this 6-2 advantage, and that's a grounder fair down the third base line into left field. Rodriguez up with it. He'll get it in quickly and hold Vallis to a leadoff single here in the 8th inning as Vallis has his first hit of the day. Came into that AB with an 0 for 3, but he's got a leadoff single. The right-hander Steven Oneto is still on the mound for good Counsel. He has thrown 3 scoreless innings in relief for the Falcons after the starter Ben Keefe left after 4 innings, allowed 6 runs on 10 hits. And here's Corey Hatcher, squares the bunt, pulls back and takes strike 1. Hatcher has been huge today for St. John's. Now he doesn't have any RBIs, but he's 3 for 3 with 2 doubles, a single, and a run scored. And he started the 4-run rally with a leadoff double in the 3rd. He bunts back to the pitcher. Oneto will take the easy out at first, and there's one away. It's a sacrifice for Hatcher as Vallis moves up to second base. So after Hatcher doubled to start the 6th, they had Gibbs bunt him over, and it did not work. They didn't score. Now Vallis singles to start the 8th, and they have Hatcher bunt him over. Now with one away, it is back to the top again with Casey Gibbs, who is 0 for 3, 2 flyouts, a strikeout, and that sac bunt his last time in the 6th inning. Now one of just 2 cadets today to not reach base. Him and Quinn Allen are a combined 0 for 7, but he's ahead in the count 1-0. Pops that one foul. It's 1-1.
One more. Wait.
Set from Oneto. Here is his 1-1. That just missed outside, and it's 2-1. Oneto couldn't believe it, thought he had strike 2. But he's done a nice job on the mound so far today. 3 1/3 scoreless so far. He has allowed 4 hits, and he's only struck out 1, but he hasn't walked anybody. And we talked about it when he came into the game, talking with good Counsel head coach Tim Park earlier this week. Wanted a strike thrower in this game. As that one is hit pretty well, left center field. Rodriguez coming, and he makes a nice running catch. Runner was way off his second, throw to second, and they double him off. Really bad base running there from Dom Vallis, and he's doubled off to end the inning. So what a job from Steven Oneto. Even if his team can't come back, you got to give the junior righty props. 4 scoreless innings for him out of the good Counsel bullpen. But one last chance for the Falcons as we head to the 9th. St. John's looking to hold on to a 6-2 lead. Last chance here for good Counsel. Top of the 9th inning. St. John's leading the Falcons by a score of 6-2. Connor Newcomb with you for this one. Some WCAC baseball on a Tuesday evening here in D.C. We thank you so much if you've joined us the whole way. If not, really how this one went down. Good Counsel got 2 in the first. St. John's got 4 in the third, 2 more in the fourth, and that's where we stand, a 6-2 ball game. Michael Hipchin back out there on the mound for his second inning of relief. He worked a scoreless 8th with a couple of strikeouts, and he's looking to close things down in the 9th as he gets ahead 0-2 to Steven Oneto, who is the relief pitcher in this game, who just threw 4 scoreless. And he, on the day, walked his first time, but he strikes out on 3 pitches here to start the 9th inning. Third strikeout for Hipchin, and there is now 1 away.
14-21.
As it looks like we're going to get a pinch hitter here for good Counsel. So Mark Villanueva is out of the game, and Tim Ori is going to hit for him in the 9th, and he takes up high for a ball. Tim Ori donning the number 14 uniform, pinch hits for Villanueva. Tough day for Villanueva at the plate as he ends the day 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And now Ori will get a chance to hit. He is 3 for 14 on the season with 3 singles and an RBI on the year. He has walked once and struck out 4 times as he hits from the right side, and he swings and misses, and the count is 2-1. Tim Ori, the number 2 pitcher on this good Counsel pitching staff, but also is used as a pinch hitter at times off the bench, and he is now even at 2-2. He is actually pitching in good Counsel's game tomorrow, so he'll get a little taste of the field here today. 2-2. He takes high as the count goes full. Ori's had a pretty good year, the junior right-hander on the mound. Did throw a no-hitter earlier this year for the Falcons, and I'm sure he'll look to duplicate that tomorrow. 3-2 is foul-tipped into the mitt. Another strikeout for Hipchin. He's got 4 of them. There's 2 down, and 1 out away for St. John's. So the number 9 man, Drew Durrington, is the final chance here for good Counsel. He's 1 for 2 with a single, a walk, and a strikeout today. And he swings and misses at the first one. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Good Counsel down to its final strike. Here is the set from the senior righty Michael Hipchin. And the 0-2 pitch up high, and Durrington remains alive here in this one. St. John's 1 strike away from staying undefeated. Will get them to 8-0-1 on the season. Do have the 1 tie, but no losses this year. 1-2 in the dirt, and the game continues. It is now 2-2. St. John's offense, 6 runs on 14 hits. They left 7 on base today, but it was enough, it looks like, to get the job done. 2-2 is high, and from 0-2 it goes to 3-2 to the number 9 man, Durrington.
3-2.
Hipchin comes set. The payoff pitch. Line drive right to Hipchin. He makes the catch. Look what I found. And that is your ball game. Maybe more self-defense than anything from the senior right-hander. Durrington hit it hard, but that ends the game. What a job by the St. John's pitching staff after giving up 2 runs in the first inning. They go 8 scoreless after that. Their offense has 4 in the third, 2 in the fourth. It was enough for St. John's, and the Cadets win it by a score of 6-2. St. John's goes to 8-0-1 on the season. Good Counsel drops to 3-2 here in WCAC play. St. John's got 10 strikeouts over 5 innings from Ethan Mishra, then 2 scoreless innings out of the pen, each from JT Gibson and Michael Hipchin. And on the offensive side, Jason Schiavone, 2 triples, 3 RBIs on the day. Corey Hatcher had a 3-hit day, and Braden Martin was 4 for 4 with 4 singles and an RBI. So St. John's stays unbeaten for our entire crew here at SJC. I'm Connor Newcomb signing off from DC. One more time, the final score. St. John's 6 and Good Counsel 2. We thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of your evening.